Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with more My Hero Academia. I can't wait to get into this. We have season 3, episode 10 right now, and All for One showing up at the very end of the episode last time. Was able to take Bakugo back using that warp quirk of his, and now he is in the presence of all of our children. We got Deku, Tenya, Todoroki, Kirishima, Yaoyorozu, all in the vicinity, all just unable to move under the tremendous pressure that he's exerting. Oh, this is going to be a heck of an episode. I can't wait to check it out. So if you guys want to watch the full reaction, check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Otherwise, take a quick moment to leave a like. And yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, reaction is in the link in the description below as well. And come back for the commentary afterwards. All right, let's get started. So YouTube has been blocking my reactions to My Hero Academia, so the rest of this video is just going to be the commentary, but you can still see the reaction in the link in the description below. We're going to do this for the rest of Season 3. I'll tinker around with Season 4 when I get to it to see if I can get around the copyright issue, but not too optimistic about that. But again, you can check it out still, and let's get on to the commentary. What an incredible episode, and we haven't even reached the complete climax yet. All for One is terrifying, though. He would have killed all those other heroes if it wasn't for Best Jeanist pulling everyone out of their way with their clothes. Everyone else was still knocked out, though, and All for One delivered what might be a fatal blow to Best Jeanist. It's in the stomach, so it might be okay, but I mean, it was also straight in the middle of his body, which could mean significant spinal damage. It's hard to think about, but yeah, he could be paralyzed for life even if he does survive. And beyond that, with All for One sending explosions left and right, or just powerful airwaves so strong that it demolishes buildings, I'm pretty sure there's a tremendous loss of life going on throughout Kamina Ward. Oh man. And All for One said he wasn't going to take Best Jeanist's quirk because it's strong only because Best Jeanist made it strong, and it doesn't pair well with Shigaragi's disposition. So he's looking for more quirks to give Shigaraki. I wonder if he's already given some to him, though we haven't seen any evidence of that. But yeah, Shigaraki, Tenko Shimura has to be related to Nana Shimura, and I kind of want to go back and see if they ever mentioned her name before, because I think they just refer to her as the predecessor. But yeah, that's why All for One targeted him and took him in. And so when All Might finds out who he is, when Gran Torino finds out who he is, they won't be able to hurt Nana's relative, right? And what's more, he wants to destroy the world All Might's built. He wants to destroy his spirit. So finding out that this kid is related to Nana, will All Might have the ability to continue smiling while doing hero work after finding out? I don't. It'll destroy him. And yeah, All for One has such a variety of quirks. Forcible quirk activation that feels so invasive. And then shock inversion really worked well against All Might. He purposefully didn't activate it for that punch, last final punch on his face, directly to his face, to completely just make All Might lose all hope of winning. I mean, he even warped Gran Torino in the way of one of his punches earlier to make him punch his own teacher. But yeah, this show, every once in a while, an episode will just completely knock you on your butt with how good it is. The kids were able to save Bakugo, and without having to fight too, they were just at first all overwhelmed by All for One's presence, could barely move. Deku almost wanted to just jump in and get out as soon as possible. Thankfully, Tenya held him and Todoroki back, though I don't think Todoroki was moving. Yaoyorozu held back Kirishima, though I don't think he was moving as well either. But good job from Tenya and Yaoyorozu being the first two to actually make a move. Deku was thinking about it, but like he would have gotten himself killed, most likely. Might have gotten his friends killed as well. So yeah, good job by Tenya and Yaoyorozu. And then once All Might arrives on the scene, Deku comes up with a great plan to get Kacchan out of there safely and allow All Might to go all out. And I love that it's the bond Kirishima and Bakugo have that they've built over the last few months. They had to go there with the writing. It's the bond that saves Bakugo making Bakugo blast up into the air to get away. And then that moment when their hands connect, clasp each other so strongly. Ah, so good. I could watch that 100 times, and I'm going to. Mount Lady giving herself up to fend off Magna, sending villains toward the kids. Took the magician guy compress in her face. Was it so hard to just put your hand here? I guess she would have smacked her hand into her face, but it's better than a direct hit in her nose. Also, Magna's quirk doesn't seem to follow the laws of physics. Like, she charged up Spinner and Compress next to each other so that they both became South Poles, but then one's here, so they should head in opposite directions, but instead they go forward? How does that make any sense? Especially since Magna can't use the quirk on herself and give herself a charge, right? And then when All For One uses the forced quirk activation, all the guys fly towards Himiko Toga, but she doesn't fly towards them. That's not how magnetism works. What? But for all I know, All For One might have just used some other quirks to keep her in place or something. Though, in that case, maybe he gave her Himiko Toga like a really strong magnetic charge, so that when they all came towards her, they didn't also like get repelled by each other as well. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just overthinking this. All For One also actually gave them magnetic charges without touching the actual people, unlike Magna, who did that. So I don't know. All For One is just too powerful. Can use quirks in different ways than the original holders can even. But yeah, this episode was spectacular. That speech right at the end that All Might makes, his righteous anger at All For One for toying with people's lives, manipulating them and discarding them. That was so powerful. And saying them that he treats them as disposable, like fodder for his own goals. I felt that really strongly, especially given what the US went through between 2016 and 2020. Just so much anger in All Might's face, and righteous anger. Which kind of makes me realize, like, he's not smiling on the scene. Very rare that we see that. Only other time must have been him arriving at the USJ. And like I said before, he lands that punch in All For One's face, but by the end of that, his power is half gone. And I wish after that blow, he just continued to pummel like he did with Nomu back at the USJ, but he's out of juice. And he's out in the open. I don't know what the options are here, because there's not that many scenarios. All Might either beats All For One, but everybody finds out his secret. All Might loses, but runs away, or All Might dies. I don't want either of the last two to happen, but I think the most likely thing is they fight to a standoff, and All For One decides, I'm out of here. Uh, there's no point in fighting this fight or something. I don't know. Though All For One kind of wants to see All Might and the society's built crumble, so I don't know what move he'll make if he has the upper hand to reach that goal. Heck of an episode, though. 10 for 10. 10 out of 10 for sure. Finally got Baku out of there, but the stakes are so high, and we have a battle between All For One and All Might coming in the next episode. And to think, this season started off with everybody heading off to a training camp for just some good old summer fun. Now it's like this. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I can't wait to watch the next episode. You can check out the full reaction on Patreon in the link in the description below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like on this video, really helps with the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye friends.